Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. While pilgrimages to the Holy Land may be on hold, you can now visit the birthplace of Christianity without even leaving the country. A group of Franciscan friars have recreated some of the most iconic places in the Holy Land right here in America. Currents News' Jessica Easthope explains.
It's one of our country's hidden secrets, a little piece of the Holy Land tucked into the nation's capital. It's been there since 1880, the Monastery of the Holy Land in America, where Franciscan friars have built 85 replicas of some of the most important Christian sites.
You will find replica of the Holy Sepulchre and replica of Calvary that are at the same distance than in Jerusalem. The height of Calvary is the same than in Jerusalem. You have the grotto of Bethlehem, the grotto of Nazareth, grotto of Gethsemane, the place of the Ascension. I mean, many replicas of what you can see in the Holy Land. So that's what we are called the Holy Land in America.
Each year on special feast days like Christmas and Good Friday, the friars celebrate services in the American counterparts of the Holy Land's holiest places.
We try to take advantage of these beautiful legacy that we have here with the possibility to have the people experience something special that we do in the Holy Land, because that's the whole idea of the place, to have the people experience how it is in the Holy Land as much as we can. On Good Friday, we do a celebration that is done at the Holy Sepulchre, which is the burial of Christ, where we take the body of Christ from Calvary and with songs we bring him into the tomb, reproducing the rites that were done at the time.
Throughout the year, the monastery helps financially support Franciscan missionaries serving the Christian community in the Holy Land. Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Meantime, as the terror in the Holy Land continues, many religious treasures in Gaza are being destroyed by the conflict. An Israeli airstrike bombed one of the oldest churches in the world, St. Porphyrius Greek Orthodox Church. Hundreds of Palestinians were taking shelter there when the blast happened in October. 17 were killed in the airstrike. Father Habib Silas from St. Porphyrius says despite the war, the church community will remain.
We asking from God to bring the peace in the area. Our roots are here. We are here 2,000 years, and we are not going to leave. We'll stay here. We'll continue our life.
Israel said the church was collateral damage and not the intended target. Also damaged in the conflict is the Grand Mosque in Gaza. It dates back to the time of the Philistines and was both a temple and a church before becoming a mosque. But even among the destruction, life is still going on for the faithful. 8 children received their first Holy Communion this past Sunday at the only Catholic church in Gaza, Holy Family Parish. The church says they have continued to give the sacraments despite the war. A private production room is currently creating communion hosts for them. Mass is celebrated daily, and even a few weeks ago, a child was baptized. We are just 8 days away from the March for Life. Tens of thousands are preparing to head down to D.C. for the annual demonstration to support the unborn. And joining them will be the national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, John Lavenberg. He joins us now. Hi, John.
Hi, Christine.
So, John, you created for the Tablet a comprehensive guide of everything pro-lifers should know ahead of the march. So give us a sneak peek. How is the pro-life fight doing, and how does New York fare in that fight?
Yeah, so what I found in putting together that map is since Roe was overturned in 2022, and that allows states to determine their own abortion policy, you have states that have taken it to the point of total abortion bans, which of course the pro-life community is behind, but you also have states that have made abortion available throughout a pregnancy, and New York falls into that latter category. And not only do they fall into that latter category in abortion availability, but Governor Hochul has taken steps to expand abortion access in her time, and always is looking for ways to continue to do so.
Right. As I mentioned, you will be in D.C. for the March for Life. Tell us about this year's demonstration. What will be different, and what can people expect?
Yeah, so a couple of the differences this year. One of them is the route itself. So the route this year, similar to last year, they will be ending in between the Supreme Court and the Capitol. The Capitol, of course, is they want Congress to pass legislation to ban abortion. The other thing that's really new is just we're another year removed from this new era of a post-Roe reality for the pro-life movement.
So how are organizers of the march trying to keep the momentum going?
Yeah, so one thing is in this post-Roe, they're trying to really emphasize state marches. And in these states where they do allow abortion through pregnancy, or even just allow abortion at all, pro-life advocates are really advocating for these state marches to make that message clear that they don't support it. And then for the church, they're also doing things. I mean, at the March for Life, they'll be hosting masses, Eucharistic processions, and other things like that. So just continuing to keep that message and proclaim that message to get as many people as they can on board with the movement.
All right, we're looking forward to the event, as I'm sure you are. John Lavenberg, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Christine.
Currents News, the Tablet and Net TV will have full March for Life coverage, starting with the Holy Hour for Life happening the day before. That'll be at the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception on Thursday, January 18th. You can watch that Mass live right here at 5 p.m. on Net TV. And as we mentioned, John Lavenberg will be in D.C. for the March for Life. He's part of our team coverage of the event alongside Currents News' Jessica Easthope and Katie Vasquez. So be sure to tune in that Friday, January 19th. Turning now to the National Eucharistic Revival. We have an update on the main event for the 3-year-long campaign. 30,000 people have signed up for the National Eucharistic Congress. The 5-day event is happening in Indianapolis this July, and organizers say tickets and hotel accommodations are going fast. Every day of the event will have a unique theme designed to help participants get closer to Christ through the Eucharist. Among the things attendees can expect include breakout sessions, an expo, liturgies in both English and Spanish, as well as a huge Eucharistic procession in downtown Indianapolis. The executive director of the Congress, Tim Glemkowski, says he hopes those going to Indianapolis take its message back home.
What we're hoping for is that the gathering of people who actually come in person in Indianapolis becomes sort of like a leaven for the Church in the United States as Eucharistic missionaries going back to their parishes.
$1 million in scholarships are available for people that want to attend but can't afford it. If you want to go to the National Eucharistic Congress, you can see ticket options and everything you need to know about it at eucharisticcongress.org. Finally tonight, New York City is preparing to say goodbye to a pillar from the NYPD, the longest-serving chief of the department's history, Joe Esposito. His wake will be held on Monday, January 15th at Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Brooklyn. That will be from 3 to 7 p.m. His funeral mass will be the next day, Tuesday, January 16th at 9:30 a.m. at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Be sure to tune in to Currents News for full coverage of that funeral mass. That is this Currents News update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.